Good morning, everyone. It's pretty early here. I basically just got out of bed and I just had so many ideas that I had to jump on here and tell you one of them. So, one of the books that's been jumping out at me recently is one of my favorite ones, When the Body Says No by Dr. Gabor Mate, and also Peter Levine's Healing Trauma. These are books that basically explained so many things to me that I was experiencing in myself and that I was seeing in my clients that could no longer be explained or contained through thoughts, through cognitive behavioral therapy or changing our thoughts. And I'll tell you the short version. When does the body say no? The body says no when your vessel, your chalice is full. How do we see that? Well, largely to do with our own conditioning. We either see it in outward anger, irritation, lashing out, blaming, diverting ourselves through gossip or putting down criticism of other people, and that's largely conditioning. We see it more in men, but not always. Women, it's more inwards. We see depression, low self-esteem, low self-worth, feeling like everything's personal, everything's my fault, guilt and shame. That is the body saying no. That is not your natural state. We see it in chronic pain and anxiety. So the body is basically saying, no more. I need to empty before you can fill me up again. We are taught very well how to fill ourselves up with emotions, how to store them, how to hold them for other people in our body. But we're not always really told how to feel and witness those parts of yourself that are hurting and need to be expressed. We're taught exercise, eat well, tools, which are all really important for keeping your container healthy. But we're not really taught the release, true embodied release. And so we have a lot of chronic conditions in our world. And a lot of people knowing that they are not where they feel that they could be. They're not feeling as good as they could be on a slightly lower level or a really debilitated level. So this journey is a journey back in. And I'll give you a really quick exercise that I do with people. And let's bring it over here. It's called Follow It Down. So notice where you're getting triggered and notice what you're inclined to do. So for example, maybe it's setting boundaries. What does that feel like? Maybe to set a boundary. What does it feel like not to set a boundary? You might feel a tightness in your throat. Follow it down into your heart. Where did your heart go hard? Where did you feel you didn't have a voice? In other words, where did your heart get broken? And I don't necessarily mean romantic relationships. Could be, any number of ways where your heart became broken to yourself, where you had your true self, and then you had to either stuff it or pretend, and it creates this brokenness in our heart. You're not broken. I'm talking about a part. And then follow it farther down. Follow it farther down into your womb space to see what emotions, experiences, patterns, situations are held there. Men and women. And in this sacral chakra in our lower abdomen, start to journal, start to feel, start to breathe, and see what needs to be felt, seen, expressed, and released. That is how you get yourself back into equilibrium, That is how you gain more energy, because there's a lot of energy that goes into your body saying no. So start to say yes by embracing yourself and turning inwards and finding out what parts need to be seen, felt, heard, and released. Bye for now.